Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, the best place for braiders to learn how to level up their skills while building their business. And in today's video, I'm gonna teach you how you can make $100,000 even in your first year of braiding. So I recently posted this on my Instagram, and I wanted to go over some of the income levels that we could reach as braiders, and I wanted to give an easy, applicable way of how we can slay these goals. So let's check this out. In order to make $100,000 a year, right? All we have to do is make $8,333 per month.
How, Sway? Take a few steps back.
Now, before you click off this video, I know that sounds like a really big number. You may already be saying, Neek, come on, how can I make $8,000 a month from braiding, right? But I guarantee you, sis, it's possible, and I'm going to show you how, okay? So just stick with me and let's get through the next breakdown. That breaks down to $2,083 per week. Okay, still may sound like a big number, right? I get it, but it is doable. What does that break down for the day? $416 per day. Neek, how do I get to $416 a day, right? Especially as a new braider, right? Because as a new braider, you may not even be charging, over $300 per style or something like that. So here is where the applicable breakdown comes in. All you need is 10 clients a week to book a $200 style. Now, guys, that style for you could be soft locks. That style could be some form of knotless braids. Whatever it is that you offer, if you have a $200 style price point that you can fit two people in at that $200 mark, and you can do that repeatedly, you will be on your way upwards of $100,000 a year. So let's go ahead and get into the next income ranking. Maybe 100,000 is pushing it, right? Maybe it's like, okay, Neek, that's a little bit too big of a number for me starting off, but what about 50K, right? Who wouldn't want to have 50K a year? Who wouldn't want to work a job or have an income that can yield 50K a year, right? You can absolutely do this in your braiding career. So let's go ahead and look at what does 50K a year look like. Okay, so 50K a year. This is half of our 100K goal, but again, still very doable for a beginner, okay? And hey, 50K a year is nothing to sneeze at, especially coming out and starting your own business. Because with the braiding business, it's a very low entry cost type of business. Yes, there's some things that you may have to put into it. You may need to buy a chair, you may need to buy a mat. Of course, maybe you need to buy some hair and things like that. But it is generally a very low income bearing industry to get into, okay? So 50,000 a year, especially when most of that 50,000 is going to be profit, it's a very decent start. So let's see, what does 50K look like? What do we have to do to have a 50K year? Okay, so we're gonna check this out. What we need is $4,166 per month, okay? It's still a decent number, it's a big number, but hey, that's a good month. And guys, I'm telling you, we can do that and beyond. So what does that look like per week, right? $1,041 a week, right? And guess what, guys? In order to do 50K a year, you only need one client per day to book a $200 style. If you can do that, one client a day for 5 days a week at a $200 style, you are going to be bringing in $4,000, or a little over $4,000 a month. I don't know about you guys, but when I was working my corporate job, I wasn't bringing home $4,000 a month, right? But as a braider, I'm able to do that and then some, and so are you. So that's why I want to show you exactly how these numbers can be achieved, okay? So let's get into the next portion. Maybe you're just a part-time braider, but you still want to bring in a part-time salary. That is achievable too. But guys, we have to be cognizant and aware of what it is that we're bringing in. Because if we don't know what we're bringing in and we're not keeping track of that, how do we really know where our income is falling every month, right? How do we really know how to push and market to get to our next goal if we don't know where we currently are? Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into the $25,000 a year goal. Now, again, said we're going to make 25,000. That's the goal. We're going to make 25,000 because guys, you can easily do this, especially in your first year. Okay. So let's start off with what that looks like. So check this out. So at $25,000 a year, we have a goal of $2,083 per month, right? And guess what, guys? That breaks down to $520 per week, right? Let's break that down even further. That breaks down into $104 a day. Guys, you can make $100 a day. That's super easy to obtain, especially if you are pricing your styles at a point for you to make profit. Okay. So that only would take 5 clients a week. 5 clients a week. That is 1 client a day to book a $100 style. And guess what, guys? That's not even working a full 7 days. So you can work a 5-day work week at 1 client a day, booking a $100 style, and you can earn $25,000 for the year. So if you're braiding part-time, you can still make a decent earnings, even braiding just part-time, to even help offset whatever your full-time job is or whatever your full-time career is. If you want to braid on the side at 1 client a day at $100 style, guys, people are charging $90 for 6 feet in braids. So if you can do 1 6 feet in braid style per day, which would maybe take under 2 hours at $100, that's almost making $50 an hour. I don't know many jobs that pay that, but this is the control that you get to have as being a hair braider. Okay. And if you want to know truly how to set your styles up for profit, how to set these styles up so that you can make 25,000, 50,000, 100,000, whatever your goal is, 200,000. If you want to know how to set your pricing up for profit, please join me for a special class that I'm going to be hosting on March the 19th, where I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you how to price for profit at Pricing Like a Boss. So guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. I look forward to seeing you in class. And as always, God bless.